We're starting. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, all right, yeah, we're starting D&D. Oh
20.
god, I hate it here.
21.
Stop counting! It makes me nervous.
Ew.
You're giving me anxiety. Okay. All right.
25.
Stop counting! It's starting.
29.
We're live, motherfucker. What did we do last session?
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to do it, or you want me? Or you?
I don't know. I usually do it in the other group, so I don't know.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We can play off each other. We can play off each other. Yeah.
I was just gonna say we did a lot.
we did do a lot. We rolled up in the whip. In like our little cages. I did like a spinning turtle move, like the blue shell from Mario Kart. It's kind of cool. We saw like this big mountain thing. Apparently we couldn't move without her saying we're allowed, which was kind of fucked.
Spire was the
And
big mountain thing.
Spire, yeah. Well, let's see if my notes want to load up. That'd be pretty cool. Where the fuck is it? There it is. And then her name was, I believe, Talia.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Wampa said we'll be her friends. She showed us that like she could only do it if she was like looking at us, like her. We're gonna say her party tricks. And then, is your character Sprite Tree? Is that the name?
Right? Yes.
Okay. Sprite just yeeted off a bridge.
Yep.
And got
I fully jumped off the cliff for fun,
yeah. Funsies.
and then I disappeared for a while.
On our way down, you just hear yeet.
Yeet.
Just dabbing on the way down.
Oh god, yeah.
We went into like the Spire place.
Do you need me to pick up?
No, it's just like it's coming back, but then the brain has to like process. I met Brian and Cliff, and they were going to test me. And I don't know all the other names that like the people that were doing the testing. We were doing testing. We went to this place, the one you see with the spooky shadow guy. His name was Salazar. Wink, wink.
Nudge, nudge.
We went up to this beam of light, and then I know I got like a lantern stick thing, and I think it was Sprite got like the like little toaster. I don't know what it's called. Toaster
A walking
thing.
pie oven.
Did not get a
Walking pie
coaster. It'd be really lame if I just got a coaster.
Oh yeah, just a coaster with a face on it.
You can just like hold your drinks whenever.
I got a dog easy bake oven.
Easy bake oven. Thank you. That was the word. I think Popcorn got like a salamander. First. Wampa got some like jazz hands. That's what we're gonna call them.
No, my hands disappeared. They're
Yeah, but they're blue.
They're not
now.
jazz hands though.
Well, I'm calling them jazz hands.
No, you're not.
Jazzy.
I did
It's
it.
a little jazzy.
Yeah,
And
they
then-
just play little music when you like wiggle your fingers.
I mean, I don't remember what you got. To be honest
I
with you.
got, I
Armor.
believe, a vest armor.
Oh yeah, you got like clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ziri's is like looking like on point. And then
Straight up styling.
I believe we entered the light at the top.
Mhm.
And then that's where we left off to my knowledge. Take the rest away, Tree. I forgot.
I mean, there's not much more. I mean, you can fill in some of the cracks. Where we went into the spire and they were like breaking gems and stuff and figuring out stuff about themselves with different teachers, while Sprite was in the green punishment room and got like a map tattooed on her, and talked to Miranda. Then we went to go see Salazar. People wanted to get him naked.
Yep.
Okay, wow.
That was a thing that people wanted. Yeah.
Then
I think you got the staff from him.
yes, I believe
And I
so.
think it was Wampa that got like his cloak.
hmm
Mhm.
Then there was the floating stones that were standing out, and they had engravings. We couldn't quite tell what was on the engraving. What was the engraving saying besides like Nalise? Then we all got our little like trinkets from thinking about stuff, and that was it.
Okay. Yep, that's actually a pretty accurate recollection of what happened last session. So, Sprite and what is this small turtle man's
Shiro.
name? Shiro. Shiro, you guys get inspiration. Ta-da! Inspiration.
Inspiration buddies.
Inspiration buddies. Let's go. And so we pick up where we left off, where Salazar created a break in the mountain itself, leading directly to the beacon of light. And as you grew closer, each of you manifested something new, whether it be a set of clothes or armor, a strange property to your hands, or unlikely familiars at your side. You all approach the beacon and become absorbed into it as you feel the energy pull you in before your vision goes blank. A blurry blanket of white. Before you see colors all about you, as if you're falling through a tube. You feel an uneasiness in your stomach, a change in proprioception, no perception of up or down, which way you're going. You can't even really see each other until, finally, you feel a sense of normalcy, of calm, as your stomachs begin to settle. You feel yourself on solid ground with the very faint sound of water dripping on stone. One moment, please. One moment later.
I wonder if Salazar has sensitive eyes.
That's a good question.
It just sounds like a really like weird start to pick up line. Be like, damn boy, he got some sensitive eyes.
You got some sensitive eyes.
I didn't mean it like that, you creeper.
I bet you look with those eyes, nerd.
Damn, fucking got him.
Yeah, right. Fucking imagine using eyes.
Ew.
Kind of weird, honestly.
Couldn't
Well,
be.
you blink with those peepers? Shit. All right. And then you see this.
He just doesn't have any shoes on. Just be like, damn boy, when the dogs go.
What those dogs do?
Oh god.
Put those floor grippers away.
Oh no, we're just feeding into this. It's so cursed and I love it.
I'm just thinking of TikToks now.
Okay, Zaries, Wampa. Where's she?
Am I supposed to be seeing anything? or no?
Not yet.
Okay, because it just like went dark for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a black square.
For now.
Well, because normally it's like it just transitions. That's why I was like, what?
Yeah. Oh, don't you
And then
worry.
gave
It
me-
did transition.
Well, it gave me like this weird pop up for like hardware acceleration. I was
Yeah,
like, what?
same.
Yeah. Don't worry. It's because we are using dynamic lighting for this one. So, starting with Shiro, do
No.
you have dark vision?
Hold on. Actually, I think I. Give me a second. No, but we can do Eyes of the Night.
Okay.
And
How much-
Everybody gets 300 feet of dark vision.
300 feet. Okay. How long
Does
does
that get
last?
added on to my 60 that I have already?
It does.
Okay, cool.
So question, how long does that Eyes of Night last for?
1 hour.
1 hour? Okay. So then everybody gets dark vision. Sometimes.
I'll be right back.
The same. This is the second character I've rolled without dark vision.
Oh wait, I just realized that I put you all on the wrong layer. There we go.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah, so much better than that.
All right, there we go.
Okay. Oh, leave me alone.
I cannot stress enough how useful dark vision is. And abilities that give it. Actually,
I
so
like
good.
things to be a mystery.
All right, let me know if you're all able to see stuff.
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
Elliot.
All right, and here we have it. So, you all see. Let me not put that there. Ah, yes, this is what I'm trying to do. Perfect. You all see this. You can see an intricate cave network around you. It's really just an entrance for starters, but you see that the stone formation around you is quite jagged. It's rough. It almost seems unnatural and woven in its nature. You can see that there's a path ahead of you, illuminated by stone and gem light, in front of you and below. The flora and fauna that are growing around you seems strange, unfamiliar, foreign to you, almost creature-like. And lights are strewn about, as if it's well traveled, but you can't help but feel a slight unsettling feeling in the pits of your stomachs. Okay.
How big are these caves?
These caves, the caves are pretty close to scale. So from where you're standing, the top is about 60 feet up. The cave floor is about 45 feet down. So it's a little over 100 feet from top to bottom.
Oh, okay.
Right, don't jump.
Yeah, I would not advise
No
jumping.
promises.
Cool. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of curious to see what happens.
Oh no, please.
I
maybe
want to
don't
start
feed into
touching
this.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I do too, but as I whip my
What?
hands around.
What happens if we try and go back out like this way?
If you try to go back out that way, you most certainly could try.
Nah. I'm gonna just walk forward.
Okay.
Get on.
Can I touch the lamp? Can I have
Uh,
a boost, guys?
you most certainly could try
Wow.
touching the lamp.
Can I not focus on anything like that's happening, but like try to study the thing that we got
Oh, the
from yeah,
the clothing that you
the
got.
armor necklace. Yeah.
Certainly. Good question. Roll me a.
Girl.
Roll me a religion check as you
Oh fuck. Oh no. Okay. Oh, I have good religion
Is-
somehow.
With the religion I have, can I try
I
and?
don't understand why, but
yeah.
I am the religion.
It's okay. We're gonna go one at a
13.
time. 13. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I fully went over everybody.
as you kind of like touch the armor that is now kind of like bound to you, or really it's more like clothes. Maybe you could call them leathers, but as you touch them, like wherever you're touching them, it begins to glow like a soft red wherever you touch, and then there's still an illumination around like the collar and the cuffs of the clothes themselves. You feel that it's a strange feeling. You feel more confident, stronger, more assured. You feel some kind of power that's kind of welling in your chest, as if you're being wrapped or coiled by something.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, Shiro, you were saying something earlier?
I was trying to look. Is my lantern lit?
Your lantern? Your lantern is indeed lit. Um, it does emit off its own light. Uh, however, it doesn't seem to do much else. However, when you get close to this lantern here, the one that Sprite is standing next to, you can see that your lantern grows brighter as you approach it.
Yeah. I guess I just want to like tap my lantern onto this lantern.
Okay. The length of the lantern is about 5 feet long. It's just shy of being able to touch it.
Could I like jump, trying to touch it with it?
You most certainly could try. Go ahead and roll me an acrobatics as you're trying to jump up and kind of like tap your lantern against the other lantern. Okay. And as you jump up to tap your lantern against the other lantern, you're careful to not apply too much pressure as to break either of the lanterns. And dink, you hear the soft tap of glass as you see as the purple specks of light as well as the glowing purple inferno on the inside get absorbed into yours, and then its light becomes yours. You basically have the equivalent of one point of light from um, dancing lights on your lantern now. So essentially, you have a perpetual dancing lights on your lantern. So if I remember correctly, dancing lights, it has light that emits a color of your choice, 30 feet out. At least one of the 4 points of light emit 30 feet out. So you basically have 30 feet of light coming from your lantern now. However, it looks like it doesn't dim. It just lingers there.
Okay.
And you see that the lantern above head is now completely dim, unlit. Let's see. So Sprite, were you going to do something with the lantern?
I was gonna climb on it and see what it was.
The lantern is still indeed there. Roll me a perception check.
And um,
You don't notice anything in particular about this lamp. However, you see that your little potbelly stove, it's kind of like shifting from side to side like a crab and jumping up and down occasionally at the lamp.
Could I like pin my staff over so that they can like see the light right in front of them?
Yeah. Well, no, like specifically at this like lantern here, like the potbelly stuff is like,
Oh.
it's like it's trying to wave its non-existent arms up at the lamp.
okay. I think it's time for me to jump off and see what's underneath, guys.
Oh no.
And
Wampa's like, that sounds like a good idea.
We could use rope this time.
I can help with something else. I have feather fall. I can make all of us fall.
Well, I think we have this contraption right here.
But I
Oh, that.
want to look at what's over here. That thingy.
I
Which
don't
thingy?
know.
This thingy?
Can we see if these things are related? Like, can we reach it from where we are? Can we see if we can reach it once we go down using the contraption?
Which thing are you trying to reach? Can you try pinging it one more time?
This.
Oh, that.
Can we reach it once we're gonna be using this?
You do not know. You would have to get closer to it to see where it leads. Keep in mind, dynamic lighting is on, so basically wherever you're standing, it will reveal other things about the map depending on your position.
I'm gonna go.
We
down.
could just drop me down and get there faster.
You could. There's a few different options that you have. You have things like Featherfall.
Oh,
Well, I guess like how would we get back
it
up?
looks
Because we don't
deep.
really have any of our materials or anything yet.
Okay, right off the bat, we cannot reach the thing that this thing, we cannot reach it. Because if you look down here, it's just like deep. And also disgusting.
I would like to pull out my glaive.
Okay.
I haven't actually used my hands since they went all
Okay.
disappearing on me. I just want to see how it interacts.
Okay. So you grab your glaive with your hands, and you're able to just pick it up normally. Like you don't. It's hard to describe. You still have sensation in your hands. You can tell that it's in your hand. You can control and manipulate it just fine. But something feels different. Roll me an Arcana check.
Ooh.
You can tell that something feels different, but you're not quite sure. You can't quite place it yet.
I would like to go touch this thingy, this lantern, whatever it is.
Okay. Go ahead and touch the lamp. Are you planning to kind of like do the thing that like people do like in high school where they jump to try to touch like the top of the door frame?
No, I could
Not high school, that's
I
middle
could
school.
touch the top of that lamp.
Oh, yeah, that's
over.
right. You're a
trust me,
rabbit.
it is.
Cause I'm
It
a
is high
rabbit
school.
baby.
It is high school.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch the top of the lamp.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's see your mad hops. And so you jump up to touch the top of the lamp. Boink, boink. And you smack the top of the lamp. Are you just trying to touch it, or?
No, I actually want to I want to get. I'm trying to get a sense of what these hands do, because I mean, obviously they're not just like invisible hands or like ghostly hands. It seems like it'd be like a waste.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna like hang up there for a minute, like some Michael Jordan shit, and like, actually touch the lamp.
Okay. So you touch the lamp, and let's see what these hands do.
Yeah. What them hands do?
So you touch it. You touch the lamp. You grab the lamp. You kind of like hang there as if you're dunking like Michael Jordan, and like nothing happens. You see that the lamp is dim. However, when you touch the lamp itself, it's the same feeling again, just like when you were touching your glaive. There seems to be like a strange feeling that you're getting, like as your hand makes contact with the object. Go ahead and roll me another Arcana check.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, ouch.
You haven't the slightest clue what this feeling is. You can tell it's still weird, but also, like this thing is very unstable, and you're very uncomfortable holding on to it now. All of a sudden, as like you feel like some urge to let it go, and as you let it go, make me a dexterity saving throw. And so as you slip and fall, like losing your grip on the lamp, you tumble backwards. And at first, everybody thinks that you're about to fall onto your back, but you just like do like a poise like backflip and then land right onto your feet.
Like a cat.
Yeah, like a cat.
What's funny is I'm a rabbit with 0 fucking dex.
Yeah, I know. What is up with that? But it doesn't
I'm
even matter.
literally. It's because of the roids, man.
Yeah,
It's at 17 strength. I'm all roided out. I lost mobility.
yeah. You wanted to be swole growing up, and then now you achieved it. However, you traded everything it was to be a rabbit.
And I gave up my my gymnastics life.
Mm-hmm. You learned a thing or two growing up. Like it's some pretty basic moves that you can do, but like nothing too special. At least from your perspective, it wasn't anything too special.
I
Everybody
do a
else is like, "What the
cartwheel.
fuck?"
Okay, so do I even get like a rough sense of what the feeling that is that's so different? Like,
Uh,
you know how you like get a feeling and it's hard to explain?
yeah. When you touch objects, you feel a sense of knowing.
Okay. So like material, things like that.
Yeah, like you feel like you're just on the cusp of understanding something that you're in contact with, but you're not quite sure. Like it's a strange feeling. It's almost like kind of like deja vu, almost. Where like you're standing in a space that's like completely new to you, but it feels comfortable. It feels familiar to you.
I got you.
It's like that. That's the feeling you get whenever you touch something.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of look around. Like, what is all this stuff? Is this all just plant life?
Yep, it's all plant life. As you can see here, they look like spheres. They kind of look like the texture of like cattails, if you've ever seen what those are like. Dark brown in texture, quite rough. But then they have like these tendrils that are coming off of it, like cilia, that like very slowly but surely wriggle around, and they wriggle around towards the light from these lamps above.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, there's some
Let me go.
science in this shit.
Can
This is
I
educational D&D.
Mhm.
ask, can I ask, are those eyes like are those creatures?
Only one way to find out. Roll me a perception check as you're trying to look underneath the platform and look down at the abyss.
Okay, nice.
See how blind you are.
Okay, 14. Not that blind, bitch.
Yeah, not that Yeah, hey, that's right. You fucking tell her. Um,
Don't take none of that shit.
so, as you look down below, um, as you look down into the abyss looks back. As you can see, 4 sets of eyes. They're unmoving, other than you can see that their pupils just all move in unison towards you and look back at you.
Okay.
Wave at them.
I wave.
They just stare at you.
Okay, wow, rude.
Real
Another
quick, I'm gonna
Karen
give
gas.
myself, a vigilant blessing.
I'm sorry, what was that, Shiro?
I'm gonna give myself vigilant blessing.
Vigilant blessing. Okay, can you show me what that is?
I can't put it, but like I'll copy and paste. There we go.
Okay, thank you.
There it goes.
Sprite. Go ahead and roll me a perception check as you're trying to spot what Zarius is seeing. Oh my god.
Okay, great.
There we go.
Oh, okay, then I am blind, bitch.
Okay. Are you giving yourself vigilant blessing, Shiro?
Say again?
Are you giving yourself vigilant blessing?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can also see these eyes clear as day, but you can also see some details of their face. Their faces are kind of are slick in appearance. Not quite like slimy, but like that their faces are sheer, other than some facial features that are more prominent. They kind of stick out in a jagged manner. They kind of have their arms, which appear to be somewhat short, kind of held close. These are only details you can make. You can make a little bit of details of their face, other due to the glowing stones underneath. But you can also see that their arms are quite short, and they hold them up close to their chest, almost kind of like in T-Rex fashion. But you can see that they actually were waving back They were wiggling their fingers at Xeris.
You weren't ignored.
Damn it.
Can I
My
just
blindness.
yeah? Can I just like ask them for help? Can I ask them to come up here? Do some hand signals?
What do you say, or what do you do? Do you like non-verbally try to like usher them closer? Do you just talk to them?
I want to do both because I don't know if they understand me.
Okay. So what do you say to them?
Come up here. We need help, please.
Okay. And
To be fair, do we?
so as you usher them closer, um, they come out from underneath and they crawl up these pillars here. You can see that their forms. The reason why it's so difficult to spot them is because they're not entirely corporeal. They're shadow-like in nature, except for their faces, which seem to be almost like worn like a mask. You can see that their faces are that of what appears to be like what was once some kind of underdark creature. Their faces kind of wet from moisture, I guess, from the nature of the cave itself. But otherwise, their bodies are just shadow of wisp, almost kind of like smoke, as they crawl up to the top. However, they don't make any aggressive moves. They kind of just like hang their wispy hands over the edge, like right before you, and four of them just kind of hang there, and they just look at you with bright, glowing yellow eyes as they kind of just like blink slowly at you. As you reach out to give them a high five, um, you reach out, and then the other one just reaches out. They like slowly just raise their hand up towards yours, and then finally your potbelly stub then just like, kind of like stands in the way between you two. It kind of like jumps up and down at you and like kind of like shakes itself like a rattle.
No, we're gonna push the stove to the side. I want the half eye.
You push the stove off to the side, and you go ahead and you reach out and you touch try to touch their hand. Go ahead and a make me a wisdom saving throw. Ooh, nice. And as you reach out and you touch their hand, what is your alignment?
That's a good question.
Did you ever choose an
Great.
alignment?
My
I
alignment is whatever is the correct answer.
I'd actually have to go and look because I don't remember what I chose.
I can look at your
Hold on.
character sheet right quick if you put it on your character sheet.
It should be. Hold on. Why is it loading so slow?
Chaotic neutral.
Okay, there we go. That sounds about right.
So with your and so as as Xenos is trying to console the stove, just give him a little pat pat. As you do so, your hand goes tss, tss. It doesn't quite hurt you, but you could tell that it's quite hot on its top.
Okay.
It's kind of one of those things where your hand gets close enough that it just like barely grazes it, and you figure out, yeah, that thing is hot. But as your hand makes contact with one of these creatures, their hand begins to kind of shimmer. It's almost like TV static. Almost, they recoil their hand back, and the creature's eyes begin to blink quickly at you. It kind of like looks at you like kind of cockeyed, just tilting its head to the side, and then its head snaps back upright, and then it just keeps its hand back, using both hands to hang from the edge.
Oh, okay. I should probably try and figure out what it is, right?
Yes,
Okay.
if you would
Mm.
like.
Yeah, let me try and figure out what this thingy is.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just ask it like, "Who are you?" in regular language? See if it answers me.
Okay. So you ask it in common, like, "Who are you?" And it it kind of like looks at you curiously, and you see as its face kind of begins to meld into the shape of a question mark. Its head becomes a question mark.
Fun. I don't know how I'm supposed to figure out what it speaks.
Does the creature's hands look like my hands?
They seem oddly similar to your hands. However, their appear like the actual color and texture and all that are completely different, in appearance. So it has a similar kind of like almost wispy nature to it, but yours are kind of a bluish purple light and kind of has a swirl about it on the inside. Um, theirs is just completely inky black.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try and touch their hands too. I'm curious now.
You trying to give them a high five as well?
Something. I mean, it doesn't have to be a high five. It'd be like a fist bump or just touch their hands or whatever. I'm just curious if there's. I'm still trying to discover these hands of mine.
All right.
What these hands do?
Yeah, what these hands do, ma.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh, never again, Terry. Never again. Not with the maw.
With so you go over to the edge and you see them all hanging out there, and the four of them they kind of just like look at you curiously as you go over and you give one of them a high five. One of them immediately participates and reaches their hand out to you, and clap. It's solid like it's the first time that like something hasn't felt completely off when you've made contact with them. Make me a wisdom saving throw. Ooh. And
Oh, that's gonna be a long session.
and as your hand reaches out and makes contact with this creature, uh, you see something. So I'm gonna let you decide on this one. Would you like for this to be here, or would you like this to be in secrets?
Secrets.
All right, see you in secrets. Be right back, everybody.
Bye.
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 Fun.
Here, hold on. You already. Oh, here, I'll move you to secrets.
I was gonna say I don't see secrets. So
Yeah, bye question
Yeah,
mark?
it's only for
Hello there, Wampa.
hello.
Hello. So I'm going to show them this in a moment, but I'm gonna show this to you first. I'm gonna go ahead and send you a DM, and then I will be showing this to stream and to the rest of your party in just a moment. Uh, you see this. Only you are able to see this at first, as you see as through one of your hands to begin to glow a bright white, and begin to manifest something as it kind of shoots out towards this creature. You see that the creature then begins to wisp away, but in its wake, this thing that projects out of your hand, you can see that there are multiple. Roll me a perception check.
Oh,
Ooh. Uh, it's making very little sense to you. It's overwhelming to your eyes to look at it.
let me see if there's something I have for that.
Okay.
Nope, nothing.
All right. So I sent it to you in DMs. So this is what you see, Mergur.
Ooh.
So this creature, dragon-like in shape, almost more like a wyvern, of bright white light, pours out from your hand, and then envelops this creature. The creature itself completely disappears from sight, but in its wake leaves many, many other creatures that are now glowing of bright white, that all kind of dispel and disperse in all directions. before phasing through the walls. However, this creature then begins to manifest itself. Now, not only you, but all of your party members then see it as it begins to form itself. You can see that a small, beady face at its front begins to appear. Now, please
All
note,
right.
the only thing that everyone is going to see is the manifestation of this creature that you see, but they did not see anything else prior to that.
So one of the creatures that I touched turned into this. Am I understanding that correctly?
No, the creature that you touched just completely disappeared. Something came out of your hand and then just completely like absorbed it. And then as a byproduct, you saw that these weird white spirits began to disperse. So from their perspective, all they're going to see is that this big white creature began to form, and that the creature disappeared. But they didn't see like the spirits fly away or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So they just saw the weird, creepy black creature disappeared, and then a big white thing appeared as a result. But nothing else.
Oh, that's crazy. These hands are gonna be fun. All right, I
You're-
like it. I like it.
You're like, what am I gonna do with these hands?
I know. Who am I gonna mess with now?
Oh yeah, it's hand time. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move you back over. You know this is gonna happen now. Like, it's already it's already happening.
Hand time 100% is gonna be a thing.
Hand time. All right, I'm moving you
Yeah.
back. Okay.
Blur.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Is the bottom secrets
Hello.
not working, Percy?
Well, it wasn't working before, primarily because like the audio was not actually like working for example, I tried to pull Ob in there and it was not working. So we're just holding off on that for now until we can troubleshoot and figure out what the heck is going on with that secrets. We can
Just
play around
replaced
with
it for now,
Okay.
so it should be good.
Thank
But I'll mess with it later.
But yeah, but before all of you, you see as one of the inky black smoky creatures disappear as some kind of white light projects from Wampa's hand. And as it does so, it kind of swirls around in figure eights before suddenly expanding and forming into the creature you see before you here.
Did you kill it?
All my friends.
And then it appears down below and then swoops around and then floats above head. You see this?
We name it Zordon.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Why don't you
I
try?
think we gotta switch the themes up, man. We've got the Backstreet Boys and the Power Rangers.
True. True.
You gotta add some flavor, like In Sync or something. Battle of the Boy Bands.
Let's name it Big Time Rush.
So yeah, you see this weird, like, white wyvern-like creature floating above you. What do you?
Am I still touching it?
It's not touching anything really. You're not touching it. It's just floating above you.
Interesting.
It's just standing there, menacingly.
I just look at it and I go, "Hello."
Hmm. Hello there, child.
Who are you?
The real question is, who are you? As it slowly begins to descend down, it's like its face is hovering right over yours. It's kind of comical in a way, though, because it's got the cutest looking face, but it's trying to be intimidating.
Oh, we're both adorable, trying to be intimidating. Okay, we can be friends. Oh, my name's Wampa.
Wampa.
No, Wampa.
Womp womp.
Okay, we'll just go with it.
Wah, wah, wah.
I mean, I'm not an Indian, but okay.
And it like kind of like lowers itself and begins to coil around you like a snake. It's not constricting you. It's like just far enough away that it's not actually touching you, but it's kind of just like coiling around and forming its body as a wall around you. As it's kind of like, like when someone like walks around you to size you up.
Yeah.
It's basically doing like the serpent equivalent of that.
Oh, I'm just kind of interested to see where this goes, to be honest.
Well, how rude of me. My
Oh
name
no,
is
you're okay.
my name is Galen.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Galen.
Roll me. Everybody hears this. By the way, everyone roll me a religion check.
Okay.
Amen.
You'd think
Oh,
I'd be
yeah.
good at that.
Ooh.
You're the only one that won't know about your thing.
I know. I like. I'm just a paladin. How's it go,
We're all gonna have to
guys?
translate for you.
I know.
Well,
I was like, so what do you say? What's happening? What's going on? Aren't you a
we
paladin?
can't even
Don't you
tell you because the thing must be like too thick, so we cannot even see past it.
I look at Galen. I made you. You better tell him. No.
Okay. And so, towards the events of the clash into the new age, when the three ancients disappeared, in their place as a manifestation of new beliefs and needs of the creatures of Initia, the new pantheon began to form. Where, for example, some of you above the board have encountered gods such as Tyr, that exist at this current time. And they are manifestations from other planes as a need of belief, needing a higher being to protect over them. And such, therefore, these gods have come into the plane. Basically, they saw Initia as free real estate and basically walked around like they owned the place because the ancients weren't there to stop them. And so,
Fair.
as a result, those who needed dire belief, just enough of it in order to basically cause a cascade effect. If they just had one person believe, then they could get them to try to convince other people to believe, and then as belief grew, then so did their powers in this plane. So there are two separate pantheons. There's the major pantheon, those who were the most believed, so such as gods like Tyr, and then there's the minor pantheon, where a small number of them believe they have a certain degree of power, but not as nearly as much. Galen belongs to the minor pantheon of the new gods, and is a spirit walker or spirit traveler. They essentially lead the dead into the afterlife. They're kind of like the Grim Reaper if the Grim Reaper were cute, essentially.
Aww.
You
So
two
what's gonna happen?
assume
You're
that
gonna
we're
die.
cute.
Wait, does that mean I summoned a god? Because that's pretty cool.
I don't know. Why didn't you ask it?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it and go, so how'd you get here? Did I like summon you when I touch that other thing? I just got this new hand. I don't know how it works yet. Still working on it.
Bold of you to think you could summon me. No. I feel a strong connection to you, an affinity, if you will. I don't think it's so much summon as maybe there's something about you like being one and the same.
Ah. Okay, that's cool.
Where am I?
You're in this spire thingy.
Spire. What is this
Uh,
realm called?
I don't think they gave us a name.
Jeffrey.
I was gonna say, girl, do you see a map anywhere? We don't know.
Wouldn't it,
We met
wouldn't it
this
just
guy
be like a
named
Nisha?
Salazar.
Do you say that out loud, Shiro?
Yeah.
Initia. Ah, well, that would make more sense. Hmm. Interesting. And he stops coiling around you, and then now it just kind of like lays flat on the stone, right behind you, kind of like curled up, in like a C shape behind you.
I just look at him. Are you not supposed to be here?
Oh no 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 no! It's not that I am not supposed to be here. It is more that I think I belong here, at your side, for now.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm cool with that. It's good to have you here.
Yeah, he doesn't say much more than that. He seems to be like I hesitate to say a man of few words. He's more of like he's a worm of few words.
That's fair. So, did he say that he was a deity?
He has never said that. But
Okay.
some of you recognize the name. Do you share this information with the party? Those of you who recognize it, Shiro and Xeris?
No, keep it
I
secret.
was gonna say I don't think I want to. Honestly, I'm just like in what, but not gonna say it. I'm gonna let him think he has a little fuzzy worm friend and not the fucking death.
Hey, maybe that just means I'm like an avatar of death or a champion of death.
Maybe you'll die.
Yeah, that could be it too.
I guess I'll just die.
I'm gonna prep a character sheet.
Hey, yeah, making a new character, awesome.
Stompa, another rabbit paladin.
Stompa.
Wampa and Stomp.
Does he have
Yeah,
really
this-
does he have really big boots, and does he like to do stomp on the weekends?
No.
Aw, unfortunate.
It just looks like a shitty
Or maybe he
rip
does.
off
You'll
Mario.
never know. You haven't met him yet.
Oh, okay, fair. All right.
The Ampa line is very long.
The Ampa line. Yeah. Speaking of which, Kelsier has a bigger family now, so that's interesting. I'll tell you about it after session. But yeah, he just rests behind you now. Is there anything that you say or do? Anyone?
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask him questions like, "Where are you from? Where'd you come from?"
I don't know if you would recognize it if I mentioned it.
I mean, maybe not, but
Don't
what's
know
there
unless
to
you
try?
try.
I am from the realm that which is called Thalia.
Yep, don't recognize that. But thank you for telling me. So how'd you get here?
I sensed something was being dispelled, as if a part of me were meant to be somewhere, as if I was touching something. And before I knew it, I appeared here.
Interesting. Well, you showed up when my hands touched that other thing. Waved my hands around, all
Yes.
invisible and shit.
Yes, I felt that I was touching something that needed to be guided.
You happen to know something about these hands?
You actually killed it. Wow.
Yeah, apparently I murked that creature.
Ah, no. It was dead to begin with.
Ah. So wait, did I like send it on?
Yes, you sent it home.
Sweet.
What are the reaction of the little creatures?
The little creatures, like they're just staring, but you could see that their hands are trembling. They don't dare move in this creature's presence.
Can I pet them?
Okay. As you try to you just like pet one of their heads, like try to reassure them it's fine.
Very slowly. I'm like, hi.
Do you actually make physical contact with them, like touching them?
I want to.
Okay, make me a wisdom
Is-
saving throw.
Is your hand gonna
Don't
sparkle like?
kill it. I have nothing on my hands. It's all in my chest. Okay.
Your hand
Oh,
might
not 20
sparkle.
bitches.
Oh, let's go. And
It won't die.
Not yet.
Yeah.
and
You're next.
and as you do so, your armor that you're wearing, it begins to coil around your hands, like creating kind of like what appears to be like a leather glove, that has like a bit of like a beautiful black sheen, like fur that's laid over the top, like the back of the hand. And you touch them with basically a gloved hand, and you kind of like pet this creature's head, and it like kind of lets its head go lax as it bobs from side to side as you're petting its head.
Yay.
Whenever you said Shane, I thought of like Shane from Jimmy Neutron.
No,
Okay, great. Wow.
you,
I
you
want
I'll
I
be
want a
right back, by
refund.
the way.
please refrain from the Ultra Lord references.
So I'm gonna ask the creature. So, can I send like spirits or dead things on to the next phase? Is that what this is?
You cannot do much of anything, as it seems there's very little you understand right now.
Okay, so note to self: just touch things until I figure out what's going on.
Allow me to explain.
That's what defense do.
It's just an otherworldly sigh, like children.
Those hands are a part of me, as I am now a part of you, and you are a part of me now. Please refrain from abusing me in that way.
Oh, I can't touch things?
No, you can touch things, but please do not try to touch things to fuck around and find out. Oh god, no, please don't. Oh god, why is it so furry down here?
It's all wet too. Oh
Oh
god.
no.
Oh my eye.
Oh no. This is so cursed. You see as Galen visibly shudders from the thought. Please do not put me in such a cursed place.
Could be in worse places. Just saying.
Oh no.
We're gonna talk more about these hands if you don't want me to like touch things and figure out. I mean, that seems fair, right?
Tell me, where did you acquire these hands?
This guy named Salazar told us we should watch what we think before we come in here. And I was thinking about touching things because I'm a curious person. And, then my hands just kind of went all see-through.
Ah,
And then we did this test thing before we came here, and I like combined two colors and it became cyan, and that's why they're colored cyan.
can you describe what you are walking towards?
This big broken tower looking thing.
Was there anything in the sky by chance?
Pieces of the tower, and I think there was like a massive beam of light going up into the sky, into the clouds.
Oh,
Is that accurate?
yes, most wonderful. Oh, this is excellent news. It appears that you have been chosen, or I have chosen you, you have chosen me. It's one and the same. It appears
For
that
what?
fate has chosen us, rather.
Okay. Are we gonna do something cool?
Hmm. Yes, we will. You see, what you witnessed was an end of a fate. And at the end of a fate, someone appears.
Yeah, that's what
And-
that Salazar guy said.
Ah, yes. That seems like a well-learned man.
That's where I got this cloak from.
Hmm.
As I popped the collar on my bling.
You see, at an end of a fate, exchanges are made. You see, there are many connections between fates. Allow me to explain. As I now begin to draw the diagram, some of you do know what this diagram is.
Venn diagram.
You see,
He just ends up drawing the fuck around find out diagram.
yeah, you see here, if you refer to my graph here, you see the progression here. And you
He draws
see,
it in bleach style.
uh,
So
oh, hold on.
So
That is not a very clear color to see. So find out.
I put it in the Discord as well.
Yeah.
If you need reference.
Is equally proportionate to the amount of fuck around.
Fucking. What the? Okay.
he's graphing.
And as you see, it is not just a linear trend. Because as you get to a certain point, that which is the critical point, it increases exponentially.
Wait, but you just told me not to fuck around with your hands.
Yes, but that was before I knew that we were one and the same.
Oh, now I can touch everything.
Yes, now I
Okay.
want you to touch everything.
Awesome.
Anything.
You know where to start.
Oh,
Fade the
no.
black. Fade the black. Fade the
Oh
black.
no, and then Wampa's
Fade
hands
to
fucking
black.
yeah, fade to black. Oh god,
Alpha's
no.
like, oh, I'm gonna touch everything.
No,
right now."
please. No, not again.
Not again.
Oh, wet furry.
But no. But the real diagram is this. Pay attention. This will be on the exam.
What's an exam?
Oh god.
Oh wow.
So
I'm a rabbit.
So you see,
You're not my real teacher.
there are multiple planes of existence, all in one and the same in the world.
Hey, also,
Different-
we can't see like the lower half because of the dynamic lighting.
That is okay.
Cool.
That is inconsequential.
What's dynamic lighting?
That is a very good question.
I turn off my night vision, eyes of night.
You see
That's
Shiro
what it
pull
is.
out a fucking laptop and he's like, dynamic lighting off.
You see, there's different timelines, different outcomes. You could even say they're completely different worlds, but all within the same plane. And they all run in a continuous line into forever. However, there are certain divergences where these cross over one over the other. These are choice. However, some of these choices that stray away from fate lead to ends of a world. Now, what awaits at the ends of these worlds is a final choice offered by him.
Who's him?
You will find out soon enough. What you should know is that this test that you were put before was at an end of a fate. And by making contact with the focal point, you were given a choice, a trade by thought. And as such, I became a part of you, or rather, we became connected.
Oh, so you're essentially talking about like multiversal theory. Okay.
Yes. In a way, we were forcibly connected to each other, and now we are one in the same.
Isn't that a song? Sorry.
What multiversal? What multiversal theory?
No, we're one and the same.
Oh, well, you said that, and we said like 12 words.
Mm.
I
Essentially,
don't know.
you were put at the end
Sorry.
of an end of a phase where your existence was meant to end, but as an exchange, you became tethered to a different existence. Essentially, your life continued to go on as me being your vessel, and thus your hands.
Oh. So at some point in time, we're going to make a choice that's going to decide what happens to us in the future.
That is correct.
Interesting. All right. Did you guys get that as I look back at everybody else?
Or we are all doing other things.
Oh,
Yeah, then you turn around and you're like, "Hey, did you guys get that?" And you see as the rest of the class, like you see that Sprite just throwing pebbles at Zares, and Zares is like trying to ignore
Wait, I
them.
didn't see that.
Zares is like trying to like pet like the inky creature's like head, and he's like enjoying life. It's like that's a good boy. uh, and then now you see is like Sprite's like looking over the edge, like I wonder if like I could like jump off. And you see as like as Sprite's considering this, you see Shiro is already like touching Sprite's shoulder and like praying. It's like may Murden give you guidances. As they're like, no worries, I've got you, Sprite. I believe in you.
No. It's Tear. Tear
Ah.
gives guidance.
Yeah. May Tear give you
I
guidance.
ain't like these basic bitches. on these
Damn.
Campaigns.
Oh wait,
Wow.
disregard that line. I forgot I was still on drawing. Okay.
let's be honest. Shiro's probably the most basic one here because the one that has to say he's not basic, he's basic.
Oh damn. You really called him out, Wampa.
Well, yeah. You know, I call him like I see him.
That
He's a
wasn't
good
very cash money of you.
He's a good boy.
Anyways. So that is essentially how it works.
You know who else is a good boy?
Stop. Stop. Anyways, and he whisks away the white lines he was forming in the air, as they kind of like disappear in white smoke before clearing. That
I just look at him. I go, they'll figure it out eventually.
I feel similar presences upon each and every one of you, in fact.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I just gotta ask, who's the stove? Like,
Who's this?
The stove.
yeah, the giant pie stove over there. You see him?
It's actually just Nalise.
The stove is a cheeky little shit that is bold to be in my presence. Is he kind of just like gives like his eyes are already very beady, but they get even beadier than that, like tiny dots that are just. You assume he's squinting at the stove, as the stove then kind of like scrambles and then stands behind Sprite.
I mean, can we be cool? Can you be cool with the stove? It makes us pie. You want some pie?
I would love some pie, but not from this wannabe baker and coward.
Okay, we'll get you some pie. What kind of pie do you like?
You also got a familiar.
I'm a very big fan of blueberry.
Yeah. We are like we are kindred spirits, sir.
Ah, yes. Oh, and don't even get me started with blueberry cobbler.
Blueberry everything, pancakes.
Yes. I unfortunately need quite a bit to satisfy. It's not that I need to eat, but it's more of just I can't get enough of it.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, if you're gonna eat, you might as well do it right. All right, all the way.
Uh, yes, and then as you're having this conversation, Sprite throws a stone at Galen, and like it phases through Galen, but Galen then takes like one of its like it has these weird like tendrils that are coming off its chin. It whiffs one of them, and then pings the stone back at you. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
I'll be right back.
Better be fucking good.
Ooh.
Okay.
Uh, and you manage to dodge the stone, um, as you just like kind of like step to the side to avoid it. Although it's moving rapidly, to you it looks like it's moving in slow motion as you step aside, and all of a sudden you hear ping as it hits what sounds like metal. And as you turn around, you see, and everybody else you see as the stove begins to expand, and as Sprite, as you turn around, you can now see it in its full form. One moment, please.
Wait, from one rock, you're gonna show your true form? Girl.
We needed some chaos in here somehow.
You just
Oh
tried to
yeah,
start a
'cause we
fight
haven't
with
been
a
getting it.
Sprite's just starting a fight with a minor god. Yeah, just a little,
Yeah, no biggie.
just a little casual. And as the stove begins to expand, it starts to kind of like push you out of the way. Its sides are not hot, but you can see as smoke and fire begin to billow out of the vents that form now upon its back as it begins to expand greater and greater and greater until you see almost an equally sized creature behind you, form from the stove.
All right, I'm back.
That wasn't very nice, Galen.
Girl.
Well, this is fun.
As you can see that it's like its gigantic metallic hands hold the stone and then crumble it in its gigantic baseball mitt hand, and like lets it go and just like lets it fall onto the ground. Roll me a perception check though, Sprite, as you turn around and you look at him.
Perception?
Yeah. With your perception check, you can see that although it's just a tiny stone that was flicked back, you can see that there is a dent in the in this creature's hand, in its metallic hand.
Okay, cool. Now we got a new buddy, guys.
I don't think that was a friendly gesture. I think he was actually trying to kill you there.
He insulted my dear friend, Stove.
I have a name. My name is Ignacio.
I didn't ask.
Okay.
And you wonder why he's trying to fucking
You're
kill
literally
you.
trying to make friends with everything but the one who's attached to you.
you see as Ignacio then kind of like curls up in like like knees tucked in, arms around his knees, and like he slowly shrinks back into the size
Can I
of like the
pat-
potbelly
can I
stove.
pat him? Can I pat him like I did before?
You most
Like,
certainly can. Do you pet him while he's big or when he's small?
well, he's big.
While he's big. So while he's big,
That's more fun.
so like you're only about to be able to reach like right about to like his knee, and you go like punk punk like there. Um, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, girl, no, don't. You're gonna high kick me out of fear. Like, what's that behind me?
No.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. 16.
Ooh. Okay. So same thing. You manage to touch it, but the heat is even more intense on this metal now. It doesn't do any. Well, actually, no. It does do damage to you. Roll me a d4.
Wait, what about my gloves?
That is a good question.
Ha. You can't hug it. You just split it the fuck off.
No, I said that I didn't ask his name yet.
Yeah,
Same.
same thing.
All
Do I
right.
roll the d4?
Yep.
Or-
Go ahead and roll the d4. You're rolling the d4 on the damage.
Don't hurt me.
It's gonna hurt you a little bit.
Oh, okay, 1.
Ooh. And so, you take 0 damage from this,
Okay, perfect.
as you can hear like this, but nothing happens. But instead, another creature begins to form. As you remember, your hand is now gloved from the strange clothing gear that you're wearing, as
Uh-huh.
this creature begins to appear.
Over everybody, guys.
More friends.
I got a dog.
as a gigantic black maned wolf with red piercing eyes begins to form behind you. As it moves about, it's as if his eyes leave a light trail of red as it kind of like steps around behind you and then kind of like prances about. You're just like, "Ah, hot, 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 ow, ow, ow. He just like kind of like curls up behind you like, why are you just
no.
touching random things with my body?
Do I still have the gloved hand?
You do still indeed have the gloved hand.
I put my hand back on it.
You see as it like kind of like curls up and like kind of rolls on its back on the floor, like stop, 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 ow, ow.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, the first 2 were acting a little different.
What are you trying to say?
A little pussy move, but okay.
Well, I
Well,
wasn't
I
going to say it, but fuck you,
mean-
Galen.
To be fair, we weren't touching stoves when the shit went down.
I mean, okay. First of all, the little fuzzy worm almost like wreaked havoc because he got a pebble thrown at him, so I don't want to hear it.
It was a stone, not a pebble.
Wait, I was gone for that part. Who threw a pebble at him?
For, it's, for your size, it's a stone. For us,
yeah.
it's a pebble.
So Sprite threw a stone at Galen, and Galen used one of its little tendrils that came off his chin to whip it back at her. She managed to dodge it, but then Ignacio here, who is tied to Sprite, got hit instead, but caught it. So basically, he showed his form as he caught it, and as he did so, he revealed that there was a dent that was formed in like his metal gloved hand as a result of catching the stone, implying that he didn't just playfully whip it back. He he smacked the shit out of that stone back at Sprite.
Well, I mean, don't throw stones. Let's just everybody be nice.
He insulted my stove. He started it.
I mean, to be fair, Galen is kind of an asshole. Do you want to say that again? And you see his Fenrir kind of whimpers and kind of coils behind. He's like,
I just look at Galen and I'm like, "Are you an asshole?" I mean, I understand I'm kind of an asshole too, but
there are many in the minor pantheon that don't like me.
oh, I mean,
There's some
It
here
happens.
that don't like you either.
Oh yes, they are from the minor pantheon,
He's like, I believe I just said that.
and I am ashamed to be in the presence of inferior deities, to boot.
I mean, can we at least get along? Like, we have work to do, and we all got to do it together. I mean, that seems relatively fair. You were talking about fates. Apparently, they're all tied to us for the transition from fate to fate, correct?
Yes.
So, I mean, we should probably work together so we don't royally fuck this up on accident. On purpose. I'd rather do it on accident.
Fine, I have no obligation to any of these fools, but I will ensure that you do not die.
Aw, thank you. I got your back too, homie.
What's a homie?
Oh, that's friends. It's rabbit speak for friends.
Oh, I see. Homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's cursed.
Mm.
I just look. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I
No,
just
go,
look over.
go.
I just look over at the stuff. I'm like, so what's your name?
Oh, my name is Ignacio.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. Are you
Cute.
Wolfman or Dogman? I'm not sure. I don't want to.
I'm a wolf. I'm
Okay.
big and scary.
I mean, I'm a rabbit. We tend to avoid wolves, so I'm not super familiar with wolves.
My name is Fenrir.
Oh, okay.
Well, write that one down, please.
Ah,
You need to write all the names down, please.
yes, I've got it.
That's
Okay. Here, hold on.
Brilliant,
I'm gonna give you guys a lesson. He kind of spins around in a circle. He's a bit spastic. He sees like a stalactite, and you see it's like goes. Gah! He like munches it right off the cave floor, and like turns it sideways like a pencil. And it's like you see his head is just bobbing around. It's like. If you ever seen like those random like videos of like dogs with like things in their mouths like swords or something like that, just like flailing their head around, it looks like that, but he's trying to write on the ground as he crudely writes, "This war is Gaylor. I'm fair. I want it Ignacio the player." Bleh! And he spits the stalactite out.
I think
Wasn't
it's out
there
of order. It's
Was it-
Fenrir the pussy and then Ignacio.
Oh.
Yeah. You got to twist it, homie.
And you see as Fenrir gets his face really close to you now. There it is. He's like, "Do you want to say that again?"
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You were hiding behind me a second ago. Don't act like you're gonna scare me now.
I was just making a tactical retreat. I wasn't sure where I was yet. It was scary.
Uh-huh. So now if I can touch the stove, you're not gonna be scared. Sorry, Ignacio.
Okay, it didn't really hurt. It just tingled and it spooked me. I won't be spooked this time.
I put my hand back.
You see as like it's trying to keep a brave face on. It doesn't seem like it's in pain, but it just like Fenrir just seems anxious, and you see that his tail just wags fervently.
All right. Well, that's a good puppy.
See, I'm not a puppy.
Well-
I know. I'm just messing with you. You're good. Didn't we have a giant lizard somewhere?
Oh no, the salamander. That's gonna be a full dragon.
It's a good thing that you mentioned that, as you now like look back over at Popcorn here. Popcorn has been just like watching like quietly and just observing you all like wide-eyed, and, like hands clasped together like close to their chest, and you see that they're already like quite sizable lizard. It's really more of a gecko. Has
A
been
giant gecko.
yeah.
It's just gonna be,
It
be
look-
Geico insurance.
It's quite large.
Yeah.
It's about the same height as Popcorn, and it's just like kind of like curled around her, like reassuring her. The fires around their scales, like they seem quite hot, but it doesn't seem to be burning her. She doesn't seem uncomfortable by it. It just seems to be like coiled around her. It seems very fond of Popcorn, but you see that as you all turn your attention towards it, its cute nature then becomes something else. As you now see this. As its body begins to expand, you see as the ground underneath it begins to kind of start to crumble towards the edge, like right about here, but it stands sure-footed before you all, as it kind of like looms over Popcorn protectively. As you now see this.
All right. I just look at it. Who are you, lizard? What's your name?
I'm a gecko.
Oh, okay. I don't know lizards very often, so I didn't know you were a gecko. So who are you, gecko?
Me, I'm, that's. And as he's speaking, like it seems very uncharacteristic because now like it was cute before and now looks intimidating, but still has like somewhat of a kind of like cute voice. It's like it's not fitting whatsoever. You're kind of like trying to take it seriously as it's trying to explain itself.
I'm legitimately wondering like what's going on here with the whole voice to body thing. It's kind of weird.
He just hasn't hit puberty yet. Relax.
That's rude. I'm at least 500 years old.
Yeah, mine is going through puberty right now.
Why is your voice so high though? It just doesn't fit your like big body.
That's just how I talk, okay? All the other geckos make fun of me for it. I can't change it. I tried to talk a little bit deeper to, kind of curb it and seem a little bit more scruffy and tough and scary, but it really hurts my voice.
Yeah, don't do that. It
When
doesn't.
I
Yeah.
see,
Uh,
when I see all these like things come out, I'm just gonna look at my lantern.
Yeah, yours was the next one.
Like I'm just like,
like,
really,
oh
scare
god.
yourself. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
We
like
all
what
turned
the-
on the lantern. Who the hell are you?
Yeah, all five of you and the four minor deities all just kind of look down at the lantern, staring menacingly. As you see, one moment, please.
Wampa's just like, come on.
It's
you
it's
can
just
show
a
you."
fucking
I
it's
was
just a
gonna say,
regular
we
ass
actually-
lantern.
Yeah.
We actually have enough space for everyone on this little bridge.
We're gonna have to start throwing people off.
I think mine
Okay, wait.
floats. I
I
think
wanna
mine
know,
floats.
what are the little like monsters doing? Are they just like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Guys,
they're like frightened. They're like very visibly shaking now as they see like literally four gods appear before them. Like they're like, what in the actual fuck? They're like terrified. Like they don't even bother to run away because they don't think they could even get away if they tried.
Figure
Uh,
out what they speak.
I find the lantern funny. We're like, come on, show yourself, and it just flares a little bit. That's all it does.
yeah, it's like tink tink tink. You're just like it's like, come on, get out there, get out there. So are you?
Star Jar Binks is like, quit embarrassing me.
Yeah. What are you doing to it while everyone's like looking at you, Shiro?
I'm just like anxiously waiting. I kind of just like holding it like arm's length. Just like,
All right. And so as you do so, I just realized I did not make a token for it. Like I have the art here. I gotta make it official, like everybody's circular out here.
We're just curious now. Yeah, we're like,
Yeah, you're all just like
what the hell is that gonna be?
staring
Just a
menacingly.
bigger lantern.
Oh, okay. So it's funny that you should mention that because for your stove, I saw some really cursed a really cursed picture of a personified stove that I was thinking about making for you, but I decided against it because like at that point it was gonna be so silly and ridiculous, like I couldn't. I don't have it saved. I'm gonna have to look for it, but I'll show you after session. Like you're gonna you're gonna see why I didn't choose it.
Honestly, you could have just had an old easy bake oven, and I would have been happy with that.
That's true. I could have, but I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna move that over here. Put that there.
We have a full introduction, and like the gecko is like, "Oh, your voice is weird." Anyways,
It's not that weird.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm getting used to it now. It's taking a moment, but
it's distinctive.
Why can't you just show me more respect? I'm big and scary and from a pantheon. Minor pantheon. Shut up, Ignacio.
You're about as scary as the dog over here. But I do like your voice.
I'm
Yeah.
scared. Look at me. Look at my face. And he kind of like bobs it from side to side. And you see the streaks of red light from its eyes as it bobs from side to side.
So ferocious.
I just look over at the wolf.
Like a teenager.
I look over at the wolf and the gecko, and I'm like, if you want to be ferocious, you got to be more confident and try not to sound like a bitch.
Oh,
That's like me trying to help you, not trying to be me.
he's right, you know. It's like, I don't want to hear it from you.
From me or from
From
Galen?
both. Same. I mean, yes.
I mean, I'm cool with both of you, so I'm just trying to, help you out. You want to be ferocious and be confident.
Right. Confident. Yeah, I got to do this, right? And he tries to puff his chest out, but it's a wolf. It looks weird when he puffs his chest out. It kind of just looks like now like his back is just arched uncomfortably.
No, for you, wolf man, it's all about the look in your eyes.
Oh, okay. What?
Your eyes have to say that you're a hunter.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what wolves do.
What about this? And he kind of dips low, his paws out in front of him, and his head dipped low, and so he tilts his head forward, so the main focus point is his eyes. But then you see is although the top half where his eyes are ferocious and intimidating, you see that his mouth is hung wide open and he's panting with his tongue hanging out.
Do the eyes look like predatory?
Yeah, the eyes look predatory, but the lower half just looks like he's just happy to see you.
All right, we'll work on it, but you're doing good. We'll work on the eyes first and then work on the rest of your body later.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then for you, Gecko, your voice isn't a problem. Just don't act like you're all offended when everybody asks you about your voice. You gotta own your voice. It's your voice.
But everyone's mean about my voice.
Well, who cares if they're mean? You can set them on fire.
Yeah, about that.
Or you can eat them.
Oh, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah, about my
Play to
fire.
your strengths.
Is this a bad time to... He doesn't know how to use this fire.
I'm sure we'll work on it.
Yeah,
It seems like we need you and you need us.
I can give you guys a light show.
Probably not in the cavern with rocks that fall down when they're dislodged.
Right. Maybe later.
Yeah. When we're outside, we'll
Yeah.
work. We'll work on it. I'm sure. We'll teach you. We'll get you to use that fire.
Yeah. And it is at this point that as you're all waiting for the lantern, you see that Shiro is kind of just staring at it menacingly, and you see it as the the lantern kind of just turns unnaturally, and it almost kind of almost as if it's trying to look away from Shiro. And then you see as the lantern kind of then leaps out of its hands, and before hitting the ground just floats there, where finally you see, starting from fingertip down to the rest of their body, begins to form and manifest as if they were always there holding the lantern indefinitely. You see this individual. Whoop.
A lady?
Yeah, not nearly as tall as the as the rest of the
We got the
individuals.
gods. You got Giselle.
However, everyone make me an insight check as you're kind of looking around at her and then looking around at each other.
No. Why so many natural ones today?
I know this is literally your third or fourth one. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Get them out early in case we go into combat at some point.
Yeah, I
Right,
know.
exactly.
At this point, I got to get them out for the whole fucking campaign. Apparently.
If it makes you feel any better, I used the nat 20 on petting. A thing.
Yeah, not 20 on petting a creature. And so
I don't even think I rolled a 20 the whole time.
Have you rubbed?
So, you see as everybody, like at least all these minor deities, like they begin to kind of like all stand behind you, including Galen. Galen kind of like joins in on this, where he's like he's not cowering behind you, but he's standing behind you, Wampa. Um, and then they all like seem quite tense now as they all see this individual. What a waste of my time. She tucks like some loose like hairs back behind her ear as she holds the lantern. As she then kind of not stands behind you, but kind of stands like kind of towards the back and at your side. Here, Shiro. But she doesn't even look at you.
I just look at her. Who are you?
My name is Helios. I'm sure you've heard of me.
No, I haven't.
Anyone who's curious, they may roll a religion check.
Religion. Where is?
Let's go.
It's not a nat 1, thank God.
Hey, let's go.
What's it? This campaign I rolled a 0? I rolled a 0 on one of them.
Oh yeah, it was Nature of the Beast. You rolled literally a 0. That was a very unfortunate time.
It was. It was.
So, there it is. You recognize that name, Helios, as the Sun Maiden.
Okay.
Specifically, you know Helios is a minor pantheon goddess, who not necessarily controls the sun, but manifests the power of the sun, and is basically one that dispels the light, or dispels the darkness, I should say, from places of evil. Basically, they're the one you bring when you're trying to dispel any evil or darkness. So, for example, places like Dragur, where there's the Underdark that exists, as well as some chaotic neutral, as well as some lawful evil creatures exist. If you wanted to get through that alive, or if you wanted someone of great power there to be killed, this is the person you would send, is Helios. Now, the reason why everybody seems to be unsettled, at least from your perspective, based off what you know, is because Helios is one of the strongest of the minor pantheon gods and goddesses. Not because of just pure strength, but simply because she is one of the few that actually control nature. Nature is highly respected and regarded in all of the planes as being one of the greatest powers.
Mm-hmm.
So she controls an aspect of nature. She controls light.
Okay, neat. I look at behind me at Fenrir and I ask, so what about that confidence thing?
I really want to go home.
Well, I guess you're my
Okay.
lamp. Nice to
Where?
meet you.
Out of all that I could have in common with, why did the fates decide that a turtle child was mine?
Man, I think you hit the jackpot, but okay.
I'm sure. Here, be a sweetheart and hold on to this. And she hands the lantern back to you.
Oh, I'll take it.
Thank you. At least you're a polite boy.
Good boy.
Anyways, why are you surrounded by all these losers? As she like looks at like everyone else in the room, and even like Galen seems a little bit embarrassed.
Wamba just looks over and he's like, we're all trying to be cool. Be cool.
You're the last one to show up.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I was fashionably late.
Where's the fashion?
Oh yeah, no, I got you. Hold on, say less. Hold on.
You beat me to it, legit.
Here's the fashion. Here, hold up. I'm gonna show you the drip.
You look like some busted ass geisha girl. Shit.
What? You take that back?
I knew that fact.
Then be cool. Don't be an asshole, and I won't be an asshole.
I'm gonna hand the lantern back. I'll be like, beat him with it. Hit him.
Come on, bring it, bitch.
Oh, you don't want that.
Go for it.
Hold on. I need to close out of that. Oh, I accidentally closed out of. No.
Somebody left.
Yeah, that
Okay, bye.
That's funny.
was me. Please
He
hold.
left with the questions.
Oh
Right
God. It's not D&D without a little scuff. Okay. All right. I'm loading back. We're arriving. Hey, we're back. Hey, let's go. All right. We're chilling. Anyways, I don't have the full art, but actually, you know what? I can post it in. Yeah, I can actually post it here. I figured it out. I'm gonna post it in the Discord. It's gonna be in the Blood Ties chat.
All right.
Okay.
I can't believe you called her a geisha. How dare you?
A busted ass geisha.
A busted ass geisha. How
Get
absolutely rude.
Wampa just looks at her and he's like, I mean, obviously you're pretty confident in your power enough to be a bully. Somebody's got to stand up to you.
By the way, based on this is a file. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Okay.
Okay, wow.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
copy
just gonna-
paste it. I'll
yeah.
copy paste it.
I'm gonna need your IP address and I can just go root around to your computer. Cool.
How about no?
Sir, we're just trying to work with what you gave us.
Remote
Yeah.
connection.
Remote connection. All right, here, hold on.
Ransomware
Education-
engaged.
Education connection.
Oh no.
Get connected for free. Education
Education
connection.
connection.
Oh, there we go.
I'll trade you all your files back for a purple boomerang.
Yeah, but yeah, it's funny that you should
Mention that.
What? Ransomware or a purple boomerang?
It's funny. Period.
Magoo just doxed that man. Percy, honey, it's okay to come into the out now.
What?
We couldn't hear you if you were talking at all.
Oh, okay, no, that was my mistake. I was gonna say that Xerdas, based off of your religion check, funnily enough, you know that originally Helios was indeed a human. In fact, they were a concubine of sorts.
Busted geisha.
Yeah, they're originally from Thalos. So she it's a bit of a sore spot that she was just called a busted up geisha.
Wampa's like, gotcha, bitch.
She takes great offense from that. I want to emphasize maiden, son maiden, not
More like-
geisha.
More like son bully.
Give me the lantern, child.
I'm just gonna hand it back to her then.
Come
Yeah, she
on, get it
knew.
over with. I'm still not worried.
And you see as she like waves her lantern towards you, and as you see like as a pinpoint of light streaks through the air, you see as Galen tries to get out of the or tried to get in the way between you and whatever she's projecting at you, but you see as the light pierces through him, it literally splits him in half. Not fatally, he's not dead. It's almost as if the light just like parts him in two, and so two parts of him are just moving around freely, creating a gap through his body, and then reaches you, as you can see as your eyes are overwhelmed in white light, blinding you. However, that's not all that happens. It's almost as if like you're looking through a tunnel, and the tunnel begins to tumble and tumble. It's as if like your perspective is inside like a paper towel tube, like a camera. Imagine your eye is a camera, and now it's just spinning around in space, and you feel as if you're like falling backwards, like down this chute. You yourself like do not like fall backwards. Like everybody sees that you're just standing there, like you know, just staring off into space. But you feel like you're falling aimlessly down a chute, and you feel very very sick. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Should we try to help?
You don't even know what's happening. No one knows what happened. All they
Oh.
saw was a blink of light and that he's just standing there. So with that Constitution saving throw, you feel extremely nauseous. Like you feel you're about to throw up at any moment. As all of a sudden, your vision then returns, but it's just you on your hands and knees looking down at the ground, and you're throwing up onto the pavement.
Do we see this?
Yeah, you
I
all
checked
see as he's just throwing up on the ground.
Okay. When I recover, I'm gonna check on Galen.
Galen, you look at him and you see as like his two wyvern-like parts begin to meld back together, like edge to edge. As you can see that he's slowly closing up, but there's still quite a big gap. You can see inside of him, but it's all just white. It's like he's Play-Doh almost. It's kind of weird to look at, seeing a cross section of Galen, but he's slowly merging back together. But it's very very slow. Roll me a perception check as you're looking at it.
I'm gonna get Helios. I'm gonna say, can you please stop?
I'm rolling so low today.
Fine, you can take it back, Turtle Man, and hands the lantern back.
I'm gonna step a step away. I'm gonna be like, it's Shiro.
Oh, like white. Here you go, Shiro. Take this.
I'm waiting for a magic word.
Take the lantern, sir.
Wrong word, but I'll accept for now.
She
I'll take it.
hands the lantern back. And with your perception check here, Wampa, you see that there's this strange like glow upon like the inside of the cross section of Galen, as it's slowly melting together, like as if something is slowing down his healing process. You see that it's almost like it looks enchanted in a way, like there's this golden sparkle about him that's slowly fading, but it is making it harder for him to heal.
Can I use 3 points of lay on hands?
Yes, you most certainly can.
And I'll heal him. So that's 3 hit points. Hopefully that'll help.
He takes the 3 HP, and he like looks at you with like, you see as his kind of beady eyes and wry lips kind of turn up in a smile, and he's like, "Ah, thank you, child." Like it's almost kind of like equivalent to like when a kid comes up with like a crayon drawing to their parents, like, "Oh, that was nice, thank you. I'm gonna put it on the fridge." It was like kind of that vibe, but he does seem very appreciative of it though.
I do that, and then I look over at Helios, and I go, I get it. You're powerful. And you did your little party trick, and I threw up. I'm still not afraid of you. And I'm not going to bow down to you. So if you want respect, you can earn it like everybody else, or you won't get it.
She gives you a wicked smile, and then like still like eyes locked on you, Wampa. She tries to reach back for the lantern from Shiro.
I'm gonna keep it out of the way.
Give it.
This solves nothing.
It makes me feel better.
I just tell her, it's not about you. It's about everybody. Grow up.
I'm stuck with you, aren't I? And she like looks down at you, Shiro. But before Shiro could even answer, all the other 4 are like, yes. Fine, I'll play nice. She kind of like rolls her eyes and like refuses to look at anybody.
Spoiled brat.
I'm gonna be like, Well, you're going to turn back, and I don't really give her a choice. And then I'm gonna walk to this like whatever this is, elevator thing.
Okay. All right. And so then you walk over to the elevator here, and now you can start to see like the details of down below. It is as displayed.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow suit. Be like,
Do I
Galen,
see
you ready to go,
any
buddy?
mechanism that kind of keeps it from lowering?
Oh, yes, you do see a mechanism. You see that it looks like there's some kind of rope fastened here. There's like a rope and pulley system, and it seems that once one of these ropes are loosened, that the chain contraption will begin to allow for it to descend. Basically, like a knot is holding the elevator still. Um,
I'm just gonna be like, y'all coming?
I'm already following suit. I was like, Galen, you ready,
Oh.
buddy?
I'm stupid.
I want to
Um,
be dangled off the edge real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna yank her. I'm gonna yank Sprite out of the edge and just like
You
go
you
towards
have
the.
you have
I'm
guidance
going to
for
punch you.
you have guidance for that, by the way.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
ready to go down the wood and go look at this thingy down here.
I mean, you can try to
Oh
jump
god.
down there, and I think it would be fine.
Helio, so you
Okay.
coming?
Considering everybody else's rules, I don't know that.
No, it's fine. I'm right here. I'm. You can rely on me.
Okay. Well, time to swan dive down, I guess.
Again.
All right.
You know, she likes spelunking without gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the most hardcore of spelunking.
I'm a teenager. We have no fear.
Hey, that's true. That's fair. As you now, so I'm assuming you're jumping.
Yes.
Okay. So then you don't even have to make like any roll for this. As you try to jump, um, like as you jump and swan dive down, like arms extended out, like you're Altair, uh, Ignacio follows suit. He does the same thing directly above you, and you can see as the hatch that is on his stomach, it opens up and then swallows you up. It like kind of cradles you on the inside. The coals inside of him, like although it's very much like it's obviously that it's hot, that it should burn, it doesn't hurt you. As you are now encased inside of Ignacio, and you land as he does a 3-point landing upon these blue crystals, shattering some of them underneath him.
Ignacio's a mech.
Just because we have the ability to type does not mean that we should put it.
just curse thoughts out here.
Hey, I'm just giving ideas for eventually when we get fan art,
Hey, I like that
No.
idea.
Oh, if anybody wants that fan art, man.
No, fuck no.
And
A
Ignacio.
big pregnant
Just
robot.
Ignacio giving birth.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Right.
Yeah, he's just birthing Sprite. Oh no.
Like Jim Carrey with the rhinoceros.
Oh god. So Ignacio climbs up the side of one of the pillars. You can hear like the very like subtle sound of creaking wood, followed by a little bit of splintering, as he's holding on, and you hear plink as his hatch opens up, and you are now level with the chest. There you go, Sprite.
Time to touch shit. What's it do? Let me in it.
And you go into the chest and you look through it. You can see that there are a few assortment of items. You find that there are 5 potions of healing. You find that there is 100 gold, 20 silver, 20 copper. And you also note that there is a scroll of thunderclap at level 1.
Wait, What was that last one?
A scroll of thunderclap.
Roll of thunder clap.
At level 1.
Cool. Fun. And y'all didn't want me to jump.
Yeah.
I gave you guidance. I didn't care.
Cool, cool. Okay, now I'm ready for the adventure. Can I see anything else down here?
So did you want any of this remnant down here?
Mm, sure. I don't know what it does, but sure.
Dun, dun. Here, I'm trying to get us down there. Oh, here we go. I think I broke most of it. Oh no, there's some here. Here we go. You find 2 uses of raw remnant. Do you keep it?
Yes.
All right. You can go ahead and note in your pack that you have 2 uses of raw remnant. Do you want to go back up?
Yeah, sadly we have to join back the others.
Okay. And you see as he crouches down low, like doing like a deep squat before he launches back high up into the air and lands back down. And you can see like as some of like the debris and like the platform itself begins to crumble a little bit. It makes everyone a little bit nervous. Is that like they're worried that like the platform is going to break underneath them? It doesn't, but it is kind of concerning that this giant metal man just tried to basically just jumped right back up on the platform, like stomping on it. And then the hatch opens.
I just look over at Sprite. What'd you find down there? Anything
Things.
cool?
Some fun things.
Do you show them what you found?
I'll show them the potions and the 20 copper.
All right.
You want one?
Nope. Just curious what you found.
All right. And so we have Shiro over here who's like, "Hey guys, you want to go down?" And the 5 gods and goddesses are kind of just shifting their weight around. They're kind of just like waiting. You see as this gecko man over here is just quietly kind of just like sitting, like although he's large, he's like cowering behind Popcorn, who's just kind of like just standing there, trying not to associate with anybody. She makes awkward eye contact with Helios, which Helios gives like a very like polite smile. She seems to be like indifferent, but civil and polite towards Popcorn. But Popcorn seems to be uncomfortable with this. It's like, why is she nice to me, but is an asshole to everyone else? I don't like that.
Helios, are you gonna come?
Oh, right, I guess. And she kind of like sits on like one of the banisters of the elevator and like has her like legs crossed.
If you don't want to be here, you can go back into a lantern form.
No, I'm fine where I'm at. And honestly, if I could, I would. Unfortunately, I can't seem to go back into the lantern for some reason.
We'll figure it out. And I'll give her like a nice turtle smile.
Don't do that. That's weird.
Be nice, or I'll do it more.
Fine. I like your teeth today.
You have a nice lantern.
Thanks. I made it myself.
Does it still have the light from the other lantern?
It does.
Okay, okay. Get
Oh no.
out of here.
Fan art?
More fan art?
Helios and Shiro fan art? Ayo?
R34?
Oh my god. Well, I was thinking of something more wholesome, like having like a breakfast date, but sure.
Okay, how are you gonna go to
no.
wholesome when he's literally like sexual tension?
The-
Like, shut up.
I mean,
It
also,
could be
did you
also
think the
sexual.
fan art about like Ignacio being pregnant was gonna be wholesome?
I mean, it could be, right?
Oh no, it can't.
You don't know the internet then, my friend.
It's...
The fuck you been doing here?
All
Okay,
right.
I want to join them into the elevator thing, but we're not all fitting in there.
Sorry.
You could just get on my back. I'll just jump down there. It's fine.
Okay, I would like to just remind, I'm a centaur.
Yeah,
How does a horse, deer bottom goes on top of a wolf?
Oh no, you're not gonna do it like that. And he like takes his mouth and like he just like grabs
Oh,
like the
fuck off.
back of your horse back. Like it's not hard. Like he's not trying to eat you, but he's holding you firmly in his mouth. There's a little bit of slobber coming down your horse or your back, as it's actually pretty gross and uncomfortable. When he takes you in his mouth, he's like, oh god, what? Oh no, and he kind of fumbles you and drops you a little bit for a second. Oh, there we go. It's fine. I've done plenty of time before. And he just jumps from like wall to wall, springing off.
Bye.
Bye, bitch.
Bye. Yeah, and then like huge monsters, and you just hear me scream.
As
Yes,
you
sir.
land on the platform below.
We'll say the rest of them. Are
Okay.
you getting on, or are we y'all good?
I'm coming
just-
with popcorn. But I can't move popcorn.
Oh yeah. Would you like for me to give you permissions to popcorn and her gecko boy?
Sure, I'll move us all.
Okay. Sweet.
And am I able to move my other person, or no?
Not right now, no. She doesn't seem very compliant to you.
I mean, she came.
Yeah, she's a little bit of a brat.
She's probably kind of pissed at Wampa right now.
Oh yeah, that too. No, they didn't get off on the best foot. Okay, and then let me give you permissions over for popcorn. There we go. There we go. You should be able to move them as well. I'll also give you permissions to Ignacio. Ignacio is pretty docile. He kind of just like he knows this place. Let's put it that way. He knows this
He's
place.
my bitch.
Yeah, you tell him. Do you tell them that out loud?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
And you see as Helios like kind of like takes like a side glance over her shoulder at you. Tell me, Shiro, where are you from?
I don't know where I'm from actually. I above board. Like, is there a certain region where
Turtle
turtles would be
City.
from?
Yes, they would actually be from here. Hold on, let me pull up my notes real quick. A common region that you would be from is similar to the region where Helbex's character would be from, Exel. You would both be from the coastal aquatic region just off of the coast of Thalos called... scrolling down.
Name time.
It would be Rael. Rael.
I'm gonna say I'm from the coastal aquatic region called Rael.
Oh, that's what it is here, huh? Well,
Yep.
where I am from my fate, that is actually the capital. Interesting. So it's a coastal place. Is it more
Yeah,
of a village type or a town or? And to you, you know that it's more of like a series of villages. Like it's almost like a collection of villages that were then considered like one region called Rael.
Just a collection of towns.
Oh, how cute. I'm from a smaller town myself. Well, it's more of a village. There's maybe about 30 of us. I miss that life.
Well, hopefully you and me can make this one a better life.
Helios will remember that. Don't make promises you can't keep.
I'm not making a promise, just a goal.
You are now
can
able
always
to control Helios. And Wampa, Galen already likes you off the bat. It's pretty apparent.
I just asked him before we go. Should we send these other spirits on while we're here?
Sure. Do you want to do this the fun way, or would you like to do this just the ordinary standard way?
The fun way.
Ah, perfect. Climb on, Wampa.
I hop on, Galen.
All right. Go ahead and move your token, and then I will carry you both along. You could even control him if you'd like.
Sure.
Okay, so then two of you collectively, you swoop down over this area where the creatures have been hanging there. They've refused to move since, and like he just uses his body and like kind of corkscrews around. You think you're about to fall off, but like it's like something is like melding you to him. Like your hands are like stuck to him as he's spinning around, doing barrel rolls and like using his body and like the tendrils and fur that are on his mane, like whiffs them away. Like he's literally brushing them away with his body. As you can see now, like the spirits dispel in multiple directions, filling the space around you in white as they all phase through the walls.
As they're dispelling, I just look at him and it's time to go home.
Oh, where's home?
Wherever you go after this.
You know I can't go back.
No, the spirits.
Oh, yes, they're
Not
going.
Galen.
Oh, that. I thought you were telling me to go home. I was like, we were
No,
just
no.
getting along. We were just starting to get to know each other.
No. You just got to reassure people when big changes happen.
Oh, yes, that's right. Sometimes I like to give them a different speech every time. I mean, they're never going to see me again, so sometimes I do it for fun. Like, I tell them, oh, welcome to hell. And they're like, oh, no. And I'm like, I'm just kidding. Welcome, everybody. Come on in.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah,
We're gonna do that a lot.
it's a fun time. Maybe I'll show you it sometime. We can make it a little game.
Welcome to the plane of fire, burn for eternity. I kid.
It's especially funny because of my face. They always assume that everything is going to be fine, which it is, but it's still funny.
Oh, that totally works out because I'm a bunny. We can both mess with him
Yes.
and give him the bunny eyes.
Ah, yes, like this, and he like his face isn't very animated, but he does his best with what he has. He makes you like a weird face that isn't much different from his normal face, but he makes a face. How's this?
That's pretty good. Tell me how mine is, and I look at him with like the big, huge like Puss in Boots eyes, but the rabbit eyes.
Not gonna lie, that's kind of cute.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yes.
I'm gonna troll all of these spirits.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wampa looks around. Did anybody see that?
I think we're fine.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. Let's go.
All right, moving on. Let's go. And you see as he like whisks you away, and he just like corkscrews down, and then lands down here, and just kind of like hovers around, in kind of a stylish fashion before Fenrir and Xerxes.
Undo the knot, and I'm gonna lower the thing down.
Okay. and you see as these two deities, they're just hanging off either of the sides, giving you guys enough space to stand on the platform that is the elevator. And you see that on the another side of the elevator, you just see Helios just casually sitting there, legs crossed, like not even like worried about the integrity of this elevator, as you all descend down. Surprisingly enough, for whatever reason, like the elevator hangs on. You can hear creaking from the metal above, but nothing is telling you that it's gonna give way. But it slowly descends down until finally, you land on top of a Fenrir that is not paying attention as the elevator just lands on his head. It doesn't crush him, but it just sits on his head, like bonk.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, pal, can you move a little bit?
What? Oh, hi. And he kind of like shakes his head around, and now at this point, like the elevator's shaking around every which way, is like knocking you guys off. Make me dexterity saving throws.
Oh no.
Oh
Also, I
shit.
don't have controls over
Oh,
Helios.
here, let me go ahead and check Helios again here. You should. Here, hold on. Let me remove it again. Place it down. Give you permissions, and then let me go ahead and delete the token, and then put Helios back down. Okay, what about that?
There we go.
Hey, we love
Yeah.
that. And so each of them make base maneuvers. Helios just simply like hovers down onto the ground before landing on a discus of thin white light, and then just landing gracefully and just standing there poised on the ground down below, like right about here. Meanwhile, the others kind of just like bounce off the walls, or they like roll down, or they just like 3-point land onto the ground and completely unfazed. However, Sprite and Shiro, you you both end up landing on top of these spikes here. Roll me a d6, both of you.
Where is it? There it goes.
Oh.
Of course.
And the kids did.
So Shiro, you take 4 piercing damage from the spikes down below, and Sprite, you take 6 piercing damage as you land on some of the remaining spikes that then kind of like snap off. You do take the damage, however, although you think that that you've been like impaled by it, you see is like if you look down, you see that there's some kind of like metal that is formed around your wound. As you see, as like the spike slowly pushes itself out of your body, and your body begins to like mend back together. You're not healed, but you're not impaled by the spike.
That was more than half my health, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm now at 2.
It was pretty brutal. You fell down basically like 20-25 feet down onto a spike. But yeah, that shit hurty. All right. So there's that. You are now currently down on the next level. You see before you an interesting. It's not really a portal, but it seems like a large metal ring with magical circles, ethereal in appearance. They kind of spin and rotate around each other in the center, and in the middle you see what looks like a green eye that is shut.
Hey, Helios, do you know what this is?
Well, I can tell you this much. It's not natural, or at least not anymore. And she kind of like looks at it like up and down. One moment. Oh, I would not advise touching it. I recognize what this is now. See, this here is a focus of power. It's a ritual of binding. Now, this sounds all good and well, however, it appears that this one has been formed with the intention of binding to one person in particular. and should anyone else bind to it that is not intended or not worthy, might have repercussions.
I'm back.
How do we find out which one is bound to it?
Ah, well, that was a good question. It's a good thing that no one touched it, because one of us would have to touch it. And she looks at the other deities.
Well, what are we touching and not touching? Sorry.
This big ring in the middle
The-
here.
Oh. When opportunity arrives and I'm not interrupting, I would like to check that thing.
Hmm.
Wait, what is that? Oh, right.
It's,
Oh, that looks like a sword, like Arthur King, whatever the fuck.
Looks like a battery or a switch.
yeah, it
It's
is.
a
That
lever.
looks like a
Yeah,
lever.
it appears to be
Yeah,
a lever.
not a lever.
Oh, I thought it was a sword, like the one
Excalibur.
King Arthur. Yeah, exactly.
Excalibur. Excalibur. Anyways, so Helios floats up to the top here, and she stands on one of the platforms. She reaches towards like the light to try to interact with it, and her hand just kind of like presses hard against it, but no interaction occurs. Oh, I guess this one's not for me. She floats back down. Hmm.
She thought she was so special like that.
Do you say this out loud?
Yeah.
Shiro, give me the lantern. Give me.
Julia,
Give me the-
please, it's okay. It's okay.
But he said.
We- can I like just put like a gentle like claw hand on her shoulder? It's like it's okay. Just breathe.
I just look over at her and I go, "Thank you for trying."
Well, why don't you give it a try, Rabbit Man?
Sure.
And
Am
then,
I
You just
supposed
said
to
we
touch
couldn't touch it.
no, don't touch it.
Oh,
I've got
okay.
this one. Just keep your arms and legs in the vehicle at all times, and I'll take care of this.
All right, we'll do.
And then he flies to the center of it and begins to touch it. And it is at this point in which you actually fly through it. And as he comes in flying in head first, it doesn't stop him. It actually interacts. It's almost like it swallows you two up for a moment. Roll me a D100.
Ooh, I hope it's something
Please be a one.
cool. I'm okay with whatever happens.
All right.
I love like wild magic kind of shit.
Interesting. All right.
Just a side note, in one campaign, I had a wild magic character. He had a characteristic that every time he cast a spell, it was affected by wild magic, and we had
Okay.
a fire genasi, and it reduced all fire resistances, so his hair started burning him. The genasi's own hair.
Go ahead
That
and
was
make a
cool.
note for me that make a note, Galen binding, D100 22.
Galen binding D122.
Yep.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. And so, as you fly through, you can see that your hands themselves begin to glow brighter of a teal, as well as the entire body of Galen himself. As you feel as if like you can feel every part of Galen as well as his experiences. You've seen him travel across the realm of spirits, a calm plane of water as far as the eye can see, as he has ushered tens, if not hundreds, if not millions, to their destinations in the afterlife. And then finally, you are spat back out of this magical circle, and you two appear back. However, you see that Galen is no longer there. Blip.
Oh, so I'm just floating in the air.
Nope, you're not floating in the air. You just kind of get spat back out of the magic portal back onto the platform. However, when you do look at your hands, there's still the prominent white, but you can see, like, in the palm of your hand, you can see him swirling there, looking back up at you.
I just look at him. What's going on, Galen?
Like I've always said, I'm always a part of you. It seems that the connection is now complete. I am part of you, you are part of me, and you may summon me based off of our initial affinity with each other. We are connected to one another. There is no doubt. We are one and the same. However, you are still yet but a mortal body, a mortal coil, and thus have limitations. I summoned myself and manifested myself willingly, however, I cannot do that indefinitely, as we are not part of the same fate. Although we are one and the same, we technically exist separate from each other. Therefore, I must embody you as a host. You can summon me at will, depending on your affinity. Above the board, this is where I explain why you made that D100 roll. So,
All right.
as a D100 roll, once every long rest, you may roll a D20, just a flat D20, and if you roll, here, hold on, so if you roll a 17 or higher, you can summon him at your side for 1 round.
Hold on. One more time so I can. I'm sorry, I wasn't typing down.
Oh yeah,
Foolish.
sure. So, so once per long rest, you can summon Galen at your side for 1 round if you roll a 17 or higher. So basically, you have a 20% chance to summon him. Otherwise, nothing happens. So basically, there's a chance that you can summon him. It's not perfect, as you have just acquired this ability. You'll have to hone it over time, but currently you have a 20% chance of summoning Galen.
We're gonna have so much fun, Galen.
I sure hope so.
Fade to black.
Oh God, no, please, no.
I'm joking. No fade to black. Poor
Yeah.
Galen. He's been traumatized.
Oh
By a
no,
rabbit.
poor Galen. All right,
This spirit is being abused by a poor rabbit.
he really is. It's how rude and All right. Well then, should probably make room for the rest of them. And you see, as this portal, it shifts instead of green, it shifts to a different color. It appears as white. Peculiar.
Who had the white gem thingy?
Nobody. That's what seems peculiar, is that the color is like there doesn't seem to be like a color association. As like, for example, Wampa here chose, I believe, teal, and the portal he interacted with was green, but it worked for him.
I think this might be yours, Helios.
Fine, come along, turtle child. And she like, at first she thinks about like wisping her hand and just like floating you up, but instead she like picks you up and holds you like a baby, Shiro, as she then like floats up to the top. All right.
Above the board,
Mhm.
mommy.
Oh. Oh no, Helios mommy. Hey yo, rule
Mommy
34
Helios.
fan art. Okay, let's see it. We love to see it, Helios mommy. The ship makes itself. It's true though. It's true.
Didn't we just get talking about sexual tension between these two, and now you're like, mommy?
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, different
Like,
strokes for different folks.
Is this the part where we find out canonically Shiro has mommy issues?
I mean, she's not
All
a
of my characters
biological
have
mom.
some sort of
What is
parent
this,
issues.
Freud?
This is a standard trope.
Yeah.
mommy and stepchild.
Oh no, what are you doing, stepson?
Yeah.
That belongs
Oh,
on another
God.
website, I'm pretty sure.
Oh
He's
no.
about to get stuck into the binding.
Oh
you come-
god.
Will you come help me lift this chair, stepson?
And so, she takes a step forward into the portal, floating on a disc of light, uh, entering first with her hand held out forward, while the other hand is like bracing, like holding you, holding her in her arms. She manages to phase through, followed by you, as both of you begin to connect between one another. You can recall her memories, that of living as a concubine to a Mandaragan long ago in Thalos. The visage of their face is unclear to you. However, you then see memories of them taking a shift in their beliefs and beginning to follow a religion of naturalism, of the sun, that of light and energy itself. And through her devotion, spending the rest of her life to the faith, she then began to embody that of which is the sun, thus becoming the Sun Maiden. And then you both leave the portal, being spat back out, down onto the spikes, surprisingly enough. However, instead of landing and taking damage from the spikes, instead you see as all of them begin to crumble. You see that the cracks begin to form on the spikes, as you can see bright shafts of light form between the cracks until they shatter into dust as you land on soft ground now. And in your hands, you feel the lantern itself upon a staff. It's essentially like a quarterstaff, but it has a lantern that is fixed and hanging from the end. And as you hold it, it feels light in your hands. As you kind of like grip it in your hands, one of your hands kind of like lets go of it for a moment, and it feels like it just kind of floats there. And as you let it go, the lantern kind of just floats in air before you and kind of spins around you, kind of like in gyrating, like flourishing motions, as if there's somebody there, standing there that you cannot see, that is dancing with the lantern in front of you, before returning back into your hand, into your grip.
Gives me Navi vibes from Ocarina.
I hope you're a good dancer.
Just he just does like the Fortnite dance.
I will kindly ask you to never do that again.
Fair.
We'll work on it.
Okay.
Please roll me a D100.
Oh. Oh.
I hear someone choking over there. What are the odds? That's a. I'm gonna say it, Star. That's a 1% chance.
I was drinking a drink and I looked over and saw that.
Okay. So would you say that's a good thing or a bad thing?
Okay, so allow me to explain. So, I will describe more of the mechanics between all of your deities in a moment. But what I can tell you is, it's both a good and a bad thing to have a nat 1. Allow me to explain. You currently have a 5% chance on a d20. You will be rolling a d20. You have to instead roll a nat 1, similar to wild magic. If you roll a nat 1 on your d20, 5% chance, you will then summon Helios at your side for 1 round. However, in exchange for rolling that nat 1 and having a low percent chance, during that round, you will be immune to 1 damage type at random for that 1 round. Essentially, she will shield you with a wall of light. So basically, it's a random chance to not die that round, essentially. hmm But yeah, currently at this time, you have a small chance at summoning her, but in exchange, you get something very powerful for a round.
Could I try and change the percentage by doing an inspiration?
Tell you what, is it your birthday, Star?
No. You know when is my birthday, bud?
I know. That's why I'm asking it. Unfortunately, I can't have you reroll it, Star. And even then, the most I could give you is a 20.
Okay.
Yeah. But that is okay, because you will have chances later on down the line to increase your affinity with each other. This will not be the only time. This is just the start.
Yeah, she hates your god right now.
It's not that like it's not that she hates him. It seems like she's more like cold to him. I think of it more as like she's more of like a tsundere towards him. It's not like I like you or anything. Shields him. All right. And then the portal then changes colors to teal.
Okay, I didn't follow. Who could that be?
Does
Isn't that
anybody
Stove
want to
Girl?
go? Oh, wait, which one?
Stove Girl. Sprite?
Oh, Sprite.
What was your color?
I didn't have a color.
Yeah, we didn't match colors either for the
No,
first
but
two.
also I never got a color for anything because I was in the punishment room.
Oh, maybe you're
No
not
one
gonna
went to
get
the teachers.
Weren't you tested though?
No.
Oh, okay. So who's the closest to teal then? It's color matching.
Well,
Not exactly, but close.
we're literally opposite. We're reds.
What
We're
about
red and black.
popcorn?
Looks like it's Popcorn's turn.
All right. All right, here we go. This moss is very uncomfortable. And he picks up Popcorn into his arms. Kind of like has his arms crossed, like as if he's like holding Popcorn like a book or like a doll. And just like begins to like leap up. But, oh, pardon me, Wampa. But, and then like reckless abandon, jumps feet first into the portal, not even like trying to test if it works, and whoop, jumps in. As she can now see the experiences of this fire gecko, as they see that they are actually a horrifying creature of destruction, not quite of the Godzilla caliber, but one of a fighter of the infernals, one who's essentially was once just a mount for some warlord, but then standing up for itself for once in its life, stands up against its master, and not only slays its master, but slays the armies before it in a reckless rage. And because of this, a higher deity saw potential in him and entrusted a sliver of their power, almost like a warlock, essentially, like a patron. A patron entrusted a sliver of their power to this creature, and thus became so great, manifested great strength at the level of a minor deity, as people began to believe in him as such. Essentially, where most gods, goddesses, deities, whatever it may be, normally like they're granted it by like some hard work or by like a noble feat or things like that. In this case, they acquired it as kind of like a self-made individual. Essentially, they forced and willed themselves to become at least a minor deity of the minor pantheon. So it's kind of like the equivalent of like, I guess the best way to describe it if you're at like a private school where there's a bunch of like rich kids from daddy's money and things like that, and all of a sudden you have this one kid who's like there just because like they're really smart and got like a scholarship or a grant, so like they're getting all expense paid and like that's why they're there, but like they're from a very like lower class like situation. That's their situation. They became a god in a situation where like no one would have imagined that literally a mount, like some beast, became a god of sorts. Now I know you might be wondering, what about Fenrir? He's literally a doggo. Well, Fenrir's case is different. he actually belongs there. Unlike this strange one that does not have a name yet, or one that at least that you have not identified. And then becomes spat out. Blip. All right. Dree, would you mind rolling the D100 for me on behalf of Bonnie? Unless you would like Bonnie to roll it for herself.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'll roll it.
All right. But up. Ooh, okay. Nice. Okay. And so, on a 13 or higher, once per long rest, Popcorn can now summon her fire gecko at her side for 1 round.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. That's a pretty good DC.
Imagine rolling 100.
Yeah, basically guaranteed for long rest.
Just like summon him to ask him a question.
Yeah, right? It's like you really had me come out from your hands
It's your
to ask me that. Yeah, it's like you could have just literally talked to me. Like you could have literally talked to your hand.
Where does chocolate milk come from?
Oh my god.
From chocolate
Wampa,
cows.
you
bitch.
ask me this every week and I give you the same answer. From chocolate cows. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
But I've never seen a chocolate cow.
That's just it's just a conspiracy by Big Pharma. They don't want you to see the cow.
How now, brown cow?
I would 100% waste some deity shit on that.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to return back and watch my show.
All right, I'll see you next week.
All right, see you next
Which
week.
show? You just ask next time.
All right, see you later, Wampa. I love you.
I love you, Gavin.
Oh my god.
Enjoy The Bachelor.
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
I didn't tell anybody. We're whispering that part.
Oh, okay. Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because he'll definitely know how to whisper.
Let me know how it goes.
Okay, I'm really hoping that Devlin wins.
Me too.
All right. All right. So we go back.
So many rabbit
Oh
holes.
my god, yeah. There's oh god, I love roleplay. Anyways, so we're so we have Wampa, we have Shiro, and we have Popcorn's roll. Okay. And you see as the portal then shifts and begins to turn violet.
It's like you're up here.
Is it? Is it my turn?
Only
Well,
one way to
we'll
find
see.
out.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
I know.
Go
Jump.
touch it.
Can I?
Oh,
Yeah, I
wait.
don't have control of Fenrir, by the way.
Oh, here, let me control Fenrir. Yeah, Fenrir's
He's like,
kind
I
of a
wanna-
pussy, so he'll kind of go wherever you want him to go, to be honest.
He's a puppy.
You're just like, I
No,
want to
he's-
keep my puppy.
Okay. Let me know if you can control Fenrir now.
Let's see. Yes, he's moving.
I don't know about this. Is this safe?
Okay, I go behind him and I push him in.
Yeah, roll me an
This is
athletics check
called
as you push him
pausing.
in.
Huh?
Roll me with athletics as you push him into the portal.
Oh no, don't make me do
You gotta
this.
use your back deer legs.
Okay, I have the lowest strength I've ever had in DNG.
We're
Wait,
about to
no
find
way.
out.
You're
Hold
a
up,
deer
12
tar?
still?
As you manage to like kind of kick at him, you like kind of like you spin around, you hit him with your hind legs, you kind of give him that donkey kick.
Yeah.
It doesn't push him, but it does startle him. He goes and like kind of like tumbles forward in fear through the portal head first, as then you are sucked in with him.
Yeah, I am gonna be stuck to that.
As you are then absorbed into the space, as you can now sense, you and Fenrir are one and the same. You can experience his time. At one point, Fenrir was one of the major pantheon. However, as his followers and faith began to fall before him, at his cowardice, his hesitation, his avoidance of conflict, one by one his followers began to leave, his size beginning to grow smaller and smaller, until finally, what was once fiery eyes were now just points of light streaking through the air as he traveled about his realm, and sinking down to the level of the minor pantheon. And then you are spat out. Go ahead and roll me a d100.
Good rolls. I can have a good roll that. Wait, where's the D100? Oh, that one. Here we go. Okay, what is that? Oh,
It is a 10. All right.
damn it.
It's better than a 1.
That is
Yeah, great.
that is true. So you currently are, let's see, on a d20. If you roll 19 or higher, you could summon Fenrir to your side once per long rest for 1 round.
Okay.
He's quite wary of you. Uh, he doesn't really trust you all that much because you kind of kicked him into a portal, but it's not that he likes you. It's more of like he just cooperates with you right now.
Yeah, fair.
As you can
Is
see,
he? No, nothing.
he's no longer in wolf form next to you. Instead, he has formed himself around you, but instead, you have what is essentially like an open leather coat with the black fur from his mane that lines the inside. So it's like around the collar, around the lapels, and around the wrists themselves. So that's essentially you have a cool leather jacket with some fur on the inside, and the fur itself
Yeah.
has a sheen of red that illuminates your skin.
I've had the boots with the fur though.
With the fur.
Or the apple bottom jeans, man.
I couldn't stop thinking it as you were saying fur around everything.
Yeah. The jacket kind of moves slightly, like as if it's like kind of like nuzzling you for reassurance that it's still there. Psst, hey, Zaries. You can kind of hear like the jacket talking to you.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know I'm still here. It's me. It's
Okay.
Fenrir, by the way.
Good to know. Nice to meet you. I'm Xeres.
Hi, Zaris. I mean, I feel like we kind of know each other already. I mean, you were in my mouth earlier.
Okay. No needs. No. I'm not gonna get fan art.
Hey, oh, hey, the fan art of of Fenrir and Zaris. Hey, yo. Is this a bad time? Am I bothering you?
Not that much. What?
Oh, I just want to say I really like your horns. I didn't want to say it in front of everyone else, but I think they're really cool.
Thank you very much. Noted.
You're welcome. Okay, I'll be quiet now. Okay, bye.
Bye. Is this a call?
and you see his like the like every time he talks, like the fur on the inside of the coat kind of like moves, but then like now it just like stops moving. It's completely still. It just feels like a normal coat, like a glowy coat.
Neat though. The drip though?
Hey yo, yeah, he got that drip, that drippy drip. Okay, and now, last but certainly not least, I guess it's our turn now, Sprite.
How'd you conclude that?
We're the last ones. And besides, look, it's matching. As you can see now, the portal is glowing of orange. It's
Does
gotta
it
mean
match?
something, right? Well, I mean, no one else matched, but it's matching for us.
I'd like to disagree there. I think we should just, move along.
Okay. Do you want me to just follow you, or would you, do you want uppies or?
I think that we should not touch the portal
Okay.
thingy.
Okay. We don't have to touch the portal.
I'm fine with you right here by my side.
Okay. Well, if that is the case, eventually I'll disappear into your hands. I don't know if I'll come back out. I'm gonna still be there. Or not into your hands, I'm sorry. I'll be the stove. And I'll follow you around and I'll be a very tiny stove. Actually, I kind of like being a tiny stove because all I get to do is just make pies. It's actually kind of nice. I mean, wouldn't mind keep, doing that. What kind of pie do you like?
I like many of pies. Everything but pecan pie.
Okay,
yes.
got it. I kind of like pecan pie, but I could just make those for myself. What about apple pie? Do you like it with the cross section? Or like the
Yes.
those are the best. You have to make sure to use like Honeycrisp or some Granny Smiths though. Everything else is just kind of heresy.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm talking too much, aren't I? So what do we do now, Sprite? Everybody's looking at us.
I mean, I don't know. For all I know, you could turn into a coat.
Coat. Oh, wait. Oh, you mean like this? And like he begins to disjoint himself, and it seems like each of the individual plates of his body begin to get smaller and smaller until it's about close to your size. As it goes plink 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 plink. As you now have like you have him worn around your body. Including the
That
helmet.
seems like
That
it
is
would be heavy. Right falls to the floor.
as you say, like you'd think this would be heavy, like the jaws of the helmet open up every time you speak, and it just like spews out embers.
My God, I'm a dragon.
I mean I'm more of a construct. He says as the jaws like begin to move, or like the helmet begins to move, and like you can hear his voice inside your helmet. So it's kind of a little bit jarring because it's echoing around your ears.
Yeah, we'll touch the stupid portal thingy.
Yay! okay, I'm gonna touch it. And he like reaches out. At this point, like when he moves his arm because he's wrapped around you like in a suit, like your arm moves along with him, and you begin to phase through. As you could see, as you phase through the portal and you're both sucked in, you and Ignacio are one and the same. Two fates connected. And you can see, feel, experience his experiences as your own. As a deity of war, of suffering, of dismay, destruction wherever he went, was one that fed off of the suffering of others, the pain of others. And you can now see why him and Fenrir, although they may not be friends, are kindred spirits in a way, as they get along with one another. Slowly but surely giving up his ambitions for war, feeding off of the suffering of others, wanting to live at least a few centuries in peace. His followers did not agree. One by one, his followers began to leave, searching for another deity to believe in that matched their beliefs, until finally, Ignacio dropped down to the level of a minor deity of the minor pantheon. And thus, his powers have also diminished. And so you find yourself a docile construct, a docile deity, one who wishes to do nothing more but use his forges of fire, not to create weapons of war, but instead delicate treats of peace. And you are now spat back out. Please roll me a D100. Nice. All right. And so, with a 15 or higher on a D20 roll, you can summon Ignacio in his full form at your side for 1 round, once per long rest. Otherwise, he will just be a tiny walking stove, potbelly stove, that resides at your side. So, this individual is not here. This one, he is now small. Oop. He's now small. And this one ends up being this creature here. Blip. And there you have it. And so, discovering your powers, your affinities with the fates, and the deities of the minor pantheon there within, you're granted powers yet still to be determined, yet to be understood. As you stand before a large portal, changing colors at will, illuminating your path down below to murky waters. Where will this lead? We will find out in the next session of Blood Ties. And that session, everybody.
Hey.
Yay.
Hey, let's go. We love that.